Hi everyone, it is May 9th, 2025. I'm here to do another topic from my Higher and I's list. First, I am going to do my disclaimer, which is nothing you hear here I'm claiming as fact. This is for entertainment purposes only. And it is due, I'm learning from Spirit, it is due the fact that of this disclaimer that we can tell the truth and not be persecuted for it. Was that the word? My heart's like, as you wish. Meaning it's good. Alright, so welcome back, guys. Spirit's on fire within me. For the benefit of anyone soul searching. That these topics, these videos will help. Hopefully. Knowfully, my spirit my higher is saying knowfully. We know that it will reach you. So next on our list is I tried to ask Spirit if we could skip this one, but the Spirit is insisting that we stay on the course as it came out on the list, and it is our pecking order, other species. So with that, I have nothing to say about this other than I will remain silent and only repeat what our higher awareness is in the heavenly angelic realms have to say. And it's a fine day when we gather, no matter how many and no matter how few. For a few of you, it does amount to all of you in the internal thinkings of things. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are here, whoever's watching still. You know why you're watching? Because your heart's on fire. And you know why I'm doing this? To light your heart on fire. Not in me, but through me. The intention is for Spirit, your own, to light yourself on fire, your heart. Get your wheels moving. Andrea, we are here in spirit in lieu of you. Speaking of all of you guys. Spirit saying we are, well, I'm hearing all of them say we are all your fathers. There's the human eye cannot surmount to the amount of fathers or higher minds that are gathered right now for your receiving of from them. This is all for one and one for all. Although we are little, we amount to more than three, as in the Musketeers. Go ahead. I'm overwhelmed by the, not the crowding, because they would never be so rude, by the amount of higher minds, higher selves that are oh so near one another. For that, they're watching the excitement of what comes off my tongue delivered you. However few. And now I'm hearing one just kind of, some heckler in the middle of the crowd saying, we are not few. We are many of you. And he's all, that's cute. As if he was at a football team or a game. I'm overwhelmed. I'm feeling so shy because there's so many of your higher spirits watching in the presence of my view. Very overwhelming. This is a hard subject, guys. Go ahead, higher. Andrea, in order to spare you, we will plead of you for your sparing of your mind's thoughts beyond what we deliver. In other words, he's saying take the easy chair, recline, stay out of it. Our pecking order, other species. Andrea, this does entail a view of looking outside of this world. Sadly, in your small mind stuffed with junk, leaves no ability for the expansion of knowing of other worlds, of how expansive and universal expansion is, and delivered not just to this world but all of the worlds. And Andrea, there are not few, there are many. And we in our kingdom, in the angelic, in the higher realms, are aware of all of them. For on some of them we are plenty, some not so many, some very few. And now I'm asking, is there any planet that we will not go? Andrea, that is for our divine topic to be discussed later, prior to bringing that up. Okay. All right, Bashar. Andrea, you mentioned a good point. You are practicing the discernment, the awareness, the knowledge of other beings other than what you are, what we are. You're practicing small outside of your gate. For you're having been warned early on not to wander too far, for your unknowing of other beings and what they're capable of, telepathically and in any other way. And you've been true to that form of knowing. I have watched you watch Bashar on more than one day. And in anticipation of how well my child is using and practicing her own use of discernment along the way. Andrea, you tell your family, your closest cousin, that you eye Bashar with this sharpness, looking for flaws, and you state to her it's flawless in its intention, in what this being channeling through Daryl Enki, I think, what this being's intentions are true, and you've searched the solid of you, even the higher conscious of you, to find nothing untrue about it. That's true. Andrea, the Bashar is Asasani. I can't say it right. The way that it's being said is not pronounced in any way a human tongue can say it. Esasani. Now, in Bashar's videos, it's Asasani, makes it easy to spell, but it's Isasani. And it, okay, go ahead. Andrea, Isasani is another being, well prepared for a communicating, an appearance, so to speak. And for it, they are measuring for the ability for our humankind to be ready in receiving the blessed gift that they bring us. And Go ahead. Andrea, your thoughts are not cut off of the memo. And we are holding those, and we will return to those, should you so desire. After all the information in this video has been given. Andrea, your spirit is no different than anyone else's spirit within a human body on the earth today. And I can, although I'm not everyone's higher, I can speak for every single spirit in human body today that we wonder. We wonder who we are and from what star. We sense that the earth is not our home. We sense that. Our home is not where we are, where we roam. Andrea, when you began your telepathy, when your gift was given you for your communicating with me, as a spark in the dark, many flickers off of one spark was bound to be, and you received telepathically from those from many stars, for the sake of no harm. We'll say stars, not species. Andrea, using species in this video for its purpose would be a metaphor of harming them, as in to be afraid or not to be afraid. That is a human dimensional way of thinking. Andrea, as I told you in other videos, as all of our hires wish for you to know about them, is that they know every thought that we have. They're not short of knowing anything. And that's because they love us, and they're right here. Andrea, I was there when your eyes closed and you were listening to a voice that you thought was me, and it guided you to focus to the center of the darkness, forward. Look for me, and it centered in on a single eye, and the eye opened, and and the voice you thought was me asked you, "Do you see me?" "I see an eye." "Oh, let me back up a little bit." And it backed up, Andrea, and what you saw was a mantis being. Did you not?
I did.
Andrea, you are clairaudient. Your gift is of the hearing. The hearing from the pineal organ within your mind. Yet you visioned to the instruction and belief of what you thought was your higher mind. But your vision was very clear in understanding. Andrea, you were fooled. But not to the point of knowing and seeing a vision of who it was tricking you, fooling you. Andrea, go ahead and share that. I was never so scared in my life. Okay, I'm a truth seeker, and before this disability, I would read anything and everything I could get. Mantis beings are friendly. They look scary, but this was menacing. This was malevolent in every form of its energy and view. I was scared shitless. And so, of course, I'm going to draw back. Andrea, and you searched for your connection with me again for me to allow you to be safe from that happening again. Yes. Under the mantis being is exactly as it is. You're placing label upon it as malevolent. Rather, you should say, for everyone's understanding, demonic. Bad, ill in its intention for you. Your labeling of it distances your ability of learning and knowing of it. For you've already placed the shield up. You've already chosen the mantis being as something to fear. Well, that was its intention, to make me scared. Andrea, its intention was for you to view it. Although how it came about to bring itself to appear before you was misused and accepted or understood by you as trickery. Yeah, it was. And that trickery and that intention has just stuck to you like glue. Like, in any century, will you be willing to approach or allow yourself to near or open to a mantis being? That's true. Now, where does that come from, though? Or is that a good thing or what? Andrea, we will slow for the memo be written correctly. Andrea, your mantis being disguising itself as me is not a malevolent nor a benevolent being in the state that you understand it is. It's a good or evil. It is simply being what it is being. Okay? Spirit's going to allow me to say, okay, so what you're saying is that no harm would have come to me had I allowed it to continue to scare me. Andrea, it knows not fear of it bringing itself upon your being to see. It's not aware of the fright it brings you. It knows of no fright. Therefore, it can't intend to frighten. Andrea, your heart sought for me so intently after seeing that being in your vision with your eyes closed, that the only soothing of you would be to tell you, don't speak, do not be open to other beings, for you know not what they know. You're a baby, knowing nothing, and you don't know the intentions of whether they're there to harm you or not. Until you know something, you have no way of protecting yourself. So to remain safe, stay within your own species. And Andrea, you have followed that galore to the finest tune of it, and very strong in your believing of why and knowing exactly why, for your own protection from other beings that you don't know. And for it, we do raise regard for your holding, your fastening to it. Yet you came alive, and that oath of yours, or that rule of yours, it died when you, not as soon as you heard him, but after much of intake from Bashar, as he's channeled through Daryl. you felt safe to let down your guard and speak with one or communicate with one of them. And for it, you were disarmed, but you knew that you were okay without the arms. That you were safe in this intention within this energy being that you don't know. The Asasani. Can't say it. I'll never be able to say it. Because I have a tongue, and the tongue will not allow for that sound be made. Andrea, we must move slowly upon this starship. For the many doors and the many, there's many prerequisites that must come before the finale for anyone to understand our pecking order amongst other beings. Thank you. Andrea, your fan is oscillating. You may want to stationary it because you're sweating. Oh yeah, I am sweating. Andrea, you are a frightened mess right now. Not frightened as in wanting to run, but your recall of the uneasiness of what this whole subject brings up from you. Spirit's telling me to hold that fan on me, so I will. Thank you, Spirit, for looking out for me like that. Andrea, that's better. Even I can feel the breeze. Andrea, your time is your time. This is our time. There is no better time. This structure placed within and in the value of this moment in time warrants your allowance of it be given for the benefit, the jewel that it brings, for you to hold it within your mind, everyone's mind. Spirit is wanting me to say to the audience, to anyone viewing, any single soul watching this, you are never overlooked. You are always front in our mind and in our eyes. For you are our Christ. You are the Son of the Holy Divine. And we love you more than humanity could ever love itself. So keep your feet on board this starship. We have you. We guide you for your learning. Spirit saying, as in a field trip, where everybody holds hands in a chain and they walk along and they see the monkey at the zoo or whatever it is that they're there to see. They want you to step on the magic carpet and ride with them and me. Well, this is a promise to be one hell of a ride. Andrea, you're making light. But in honesty, it can be light. It is for your seeing. The light. I love Spirit. I want to cry. There's so much love, you guys. If you knew how much you were loved, like I knew that I was loved because I was told that I was loved, but when you feel the evidence or when you feel the love, you have to trust it. You have to be able to And this was just days ago. That, yeah, well, a lot of people have told me they love me, but that has always ended up biting me in the arm, you know? But it is a different love. I mean, when you start loving yourself, you create space on your own shelf for more love be brought you. It is dynamite, guys. I can't wish anything more for you than what our higher selves are trying to do for us from spirit through me in these videos. And I am so small, but my message, their message is so great. Andrea, you shrink yourself into a small cage. We shall expand the cage for your size, for your viewing of the importance of what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. I would not feel this good if it wasn't for the benefit of the human race. Why we're here in these bodies. We are the sum of the human race. Andrea, let's go back onto the ship in space. Other beings and our pecking order within them. Fear is provided you. All of you. Fear, plenty of fear is provided you, other beings. In the structural way that it's presented you. The intention is for your fearing of other beings. And for it, you do. There are a few small amounting to the masses of the population that claim and desire to go on a UFO ride. For their hearts just want to be with the star people. They are afraid also. There's not one human being not afraid of something that it has been drilled in to be afraid of. Even if the waking mind, the front mind, the conscious mind, chooses not to fear something that is not of their own kind, does not mean when that comes about that they will not be scared out of their human skin. Because it is to be afraid of. It is not understood. It's never been. It's not capable of delivering within the fear of it an understanding of it, because you couldn't, it would contradict the fear that is trying to be instilled within us, an explanation behind it that was true. Andre, we value you. Every single one of you. We value you as our prized possessions, our prized eternal loves. And they're showing me golden eggs, held, nested, loved, cherished. There is nothing more valuable to us in the divine than our gems down there. That are so distanced from that pearl within their mind and so unknowing of the measurement of their value to us. Andre, you are escaping none. none of the feelings and the feelings and the urgency and the importance and the love from the divine. You are spared none of it, for they're viewing in you and receiving from you, through you, what we are pressing upon you for them to receive. Their love is so deep, guys. We are so loved. I had no idea. Because they love us so much, all of a sudden, it matters if I smoke a cigarette. It matters if I damage me. Like, there is no power on earth that could inspire me to appreciate myself more than learning of the way that they love us. Even if I continued to smoke and it ended up killing me, I'm still loved in the magnitude of it. It's just my choice to not make them, not force them to see me damage what they love so much. Andrea, you're rolling out what is true for the benefit of all of us, and what we're giving to them through you. Andrea, we shall mask the real heartache you're feeling in the thoughts that you just must look like such fool. We're back on the carpet, guys. We're on that ship in the stars. The starship with other beings. The pecking order. Star Trek. Your movies. There's always a good alien and a bad one. You know? And then there's human. Now, why do you think that is, Andrea? Why is there a good other being, a bad other being, and then human? Why are we not one or the other? What gives us the right to not be decided as either one by any of them or ourselves? Andrea, now we are getting into the highlighting ink that separates humanity from other beings. The difference, what we in our bodies, what we have learned to identify other beings as: one is bad, that one is evil, that one is for us, that one is good. We are drawn now to identify with, why are we not included in one of those by any other being? Andrea, it is for we are the only species, the only being that is unknowing of the other. We have no idea what we are. The autonomous bodies that we are aware of pays no mind to. Go ahead. There's no word. There's no word. Spirit saying, go ahead, you have to pick one. The power and the beauty of our own light, of the light that we are in our pure form in any existence, due our unawareness of our own divinity and our power and light and love that we are within these bodies can only be defined and categorized as in and from divinity. Andrea, as we spoke in other previous videos, the mind is divine. The higher mind is divine, and it's Christ conscious. You don't get a higher consciousness or a more supreme purity form of any kind of expression of what the purity of love means. And you are without knowing that. These other beings, the human species is the only species that is not fully aware and in contact with their own awareness, their own Christ consciousness. Andrea, we regard where your mind is going and silently directing us to address the but like in Star Trek, the Klingons and I forget what Ferengi, right? Like they're at war and they destroy their other people's planets, and then they're or their planets destroyed, and they're Andrea, we are malevolent beings only when you place that within your mind that we are. The magnitude of the placement of your fear of them or in your mind, the magnitude over time has the power in the magnitude of it, in the numbers of us that feel that they're malevolent, and it has the power to enforce upon those you're seeking to label as malevolent to be that way. It is bringing into manifest malevolent beings that aren't. Andrea, when you cross your heart and hope to die, go ahead. I'm sorry, because I'm gonna like stick a needle in my eye. I'm trying to finish that, and they're done. The spirit was done with that. When you cross your heart and hope to die, Andrea, you just put a mark on your heart to stop beating. And for it, you're the universe. You will not, because of your divinity, you will not be denied that. Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick 1,000 needles in my eye. Andrea, you've just put an X on marking the spot on where you will allow yourself to be taken out. Stick 1,000 needles in my eye. Andrea, you are guaranteeing that you will be blinded. I must have said that 100 times when I was a kid. Andrea, but yet it was mildly sought within you. It was a statement that you didn't adhere to. You weren't aligned with it. You didn't stay with that. But yet it is a precise example of the power we carry. All right, well, I know not to interrupt and ask as if I'm on the side of the viewers, and I'm questioning, well, what about this and what about that? I'm wrong to do that, but I'm confused. So I can't ask you, Andrea, you can't interrupt, and yet you're hesitant to. For the value of you knowing that all of your memos will be read and answered to before we end. So please allow. Andrea, share that. But that thought that comes to you at the same time that you're experiencing that painful lump in your throat. I don't remember what it was. I just got totally lost. Scrambled. Andrea, you're now clearing your view for the breathing that you're doing, and trusting the value of what's coming through will be true. Andrea, your fears are stirring through what's being said as they're turned up and unburied and shown to be false. It is still a dusting. It is still there's still an effect on you for it. So what, guys? It's been 42 minutes, and I really need to just let some tears out. So, and Spirit's on board with me taking a 5. So this is sorry. I don't kind of trying to go for at least 30 minutes, maybe 40, 50 max, and not 2 parts, but I gotta go with this. But I need a break. This is really hard on me, and I'm really hurting in my throat. So, part 2 coming. Stay tuned.